Nigga! Showtime, MP. True ball explosion.
Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they head to the locker room earlier. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at Chicago, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And of course Indiana, and they're right behind them, trying to overtake them if they can.
When I look at Indiana, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at point. And for Chicago, they've got Dosunmu, Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith, and it's Reynolds in at the 4 slot. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Here's Terrell. Throws it up high!
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Halliburton outside. Turner for 3. They get it back. Pass to Siakam. Second chance shot. Smith with the rebound. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Mathurin. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the free throw, no good. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, they're usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Pacers. The franchise, the pass to Smith. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
The Pacers have gone 1 for 3 so far. We'll go now to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Billy Donovan. Allie.
He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Chicago grabs the miss.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And it's Terrell missing.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Turner. Puts up a 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting.
Here's Terrell. Coming off 41 points last game out. 4-3. Reynolds' shot is good. Reynolds has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Halliburton on the attack. Softly drops in the floater.
They're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
Here's Terrell. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Matherin. Here's the 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Here's Terrell. Rebounded by Halliburton. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Here's Siakam. Smith with the rebound. Chicago leading by 4. Dosunmu goes in. Got it.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Indiana has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Siakam. The 3 is up. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
To the right side. Here's Buzelis. No points so far. Here's Terrell. From outside, off the mark. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
3-pointer, Halliburton. Turner for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Turner's got 6 points.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
The franchise, the pass to Dosunmu. Here's Terrell. Smith inside. Turner covers. Here's Terrell. Indiana with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Oh, tenacious stuff from Halliburton. Making his shot while absorbing a foul.
Shepard, he's checked in for Indiana. That one drops. He ties it up. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pacers trail by 3. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now.
Pacers leading by 4. Wagner is out there with Justice Winslow. Then it's Kobe White, and it's the franchise in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Matherin. No points yet. Pass to Toppin. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. The rebound by the franchise. The Bulls shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often times than not.
Walker finds McConnell. Outside Matherin. Wiseman a screen on White. Matherin against White. And it's Matherin missing. Bulls trail by 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Terrell. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Outside Matherin. Pass to McConnell. Walker with it. Winslow defending. McConnell passes to Walker. And Indiana misses again.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
To the middle. And that one's good. Terrell's got his second basket on the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
White against Matherin. McConnell outside. And the layup falls. And the Pacers lead by 4.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
The franchise, the pass to White, and the shot's good. White's got his first points of the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
McConnell outside. Pass to Walker. And he banks in the layup.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Here's Terrell. Wagner outside. Walker with a steal. Chicago making a switch here. Isumu's checked in. Through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Bulls up 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look here at Chicago, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Indiana trailing here. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Siakam for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Siakam's got 9.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the franchise in their last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He ended up with 41 points and kept others involved. Plus, his defensive intensity was fantastic. As so often is the case, he made his presence felt throughout the evening. Brian?
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Chicago with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to the franchise. They set the pick. Inside, stolen by Siakam. In transition, here come the Pacers. Here's Turner, outside for Halliburton. Chicago with a rebound. Reynolds has got 4 rebounds now. From the arc. Another miss by Halliburton.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And that one's good. Terrell.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And here's Halliburton. He's got 17. Siakam outside. Outside Mathurin. The 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Reynolds has got 5 rebounds in the game. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
First personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
It's both from the stripe. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Pass to Turner. Now here's Halliburton. 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Turner. From about 19, jump shot is good. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
Takes it inside, and that one's good. Terrell's got 14.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pacers trail by 4. Siakam outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
3.
Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Terrell. He's got 14. Shoots over Halliburton. DeSumo outside. Pass to the franchise. Second chance effort. Rejected by Halliburton. Siakam looking it over. Halliburton outside. Outside Mathurin. There's a screen by Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jalen Smith.
Nice physical play by Turner, getting to the stripe.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Three-pointer. Oh, Halliburton, deadly from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Terrell. 16 points for him. And that one drops for him.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Siakam, left side. Chalk up 2 there. Siakam's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to the franchise. Into the lane. Jacks up with 3. The Pacers pull it in.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
Here's Terrell, defended by Halliburton. Pass to the franchise. Here's Reynolds. There's the screen. Tries it from 16. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Halliburton. Deflected. And they're able to recover. Here's Siakam. Unable to get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Matherin. Pass to the franchise. Misses the jumper from the wing. Pacers leading by 4. Up top, Nembhard. He's covered by Dosunmu. And here's Turner. Here's Siakam. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Matherin. And it's Terrell missing. Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Matherin. Halliburton outside. Here's Turner. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's no stranger to physical play inside at either end. Turner's as tough as they come.
Here's Reynolds. 15 points in the game. Here's Terrell. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
Siakam outside. Off the mark there with a 3. The Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Terrell. Now here's Smith. There's the 3. And it's Terrell missing. Indiana on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 24. The 3, Matherin. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 11.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Indiana leading by 6. On the wing, Matherin. He has 6. Pass to Turner. Now Siakam. This one for three. The shot that time not on target.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Terrell, defended by Halliburton. 20 feet out, and he hits the jumper for two. Terrell's got 16 points here in the second half.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. Hits the trifecta. Siakam's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Now on the court, your hot squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Who wants the defense?
Here for the Pacers. Wiseman, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Siakam, and it's Toppin in for Nembhard. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Terrell. 20 points for him. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Halliburton. To the inside. It's intercepted. Pass to the franchise. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Tyrese Halliburton.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
The first free throw is good.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And he makes both free throws.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Dosunmu pass to Winslow. Walker with some nice D. Indiana leading by 5. Halliburton left side. Pass to Toppin. There's a screen by Toppin. Walker for 3. Nails it from 3. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Terrell. Lays it up and banks it in. Terrell's got 24 points.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Halliburton finds Mathurin, and there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his 3rd foul so far. McConnell, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 9, T.J. McConnell.
1:06 left in the 3rd. McConnell outside, 11 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Pacers lead by 8.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Terrell. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 26.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Screen by Wiseman. Toppin left side. Back to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin outside. From deep. Pure from three-point range. Toppin's got his second bucket on the night.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's the pick. Pass to Terry from behind the arc. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Toppin from the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Indiana leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. More 2K action in just a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Justice Winslow out there with Wagner. Then it's Kobe White, and it's the franchise in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's White. The franchise, the pass to Wagner. Here's Terrell from downtown. He's off on that one. Pass to Siakam. Chicago with a rebound. Next up, the Knicks in New York. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. They set a pick. The franchise, the pass to Winslow. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Toppin right side. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they kick off a road trip to New York. Well, they'll take on the Knicks. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Miami Heat.
And you know, for that matchup with the Thunder, this is one we've all been waiting for. Two of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
Here's Terrell. Down low. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Pacers leading by 9. To the paint. Wiseman, a monster down low.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to the franchise. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And so it's Indiana with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Siakam. It's not going to go for him. Winslow with the defensive effort. Shot is up. White, good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Siakam with it, inside. Here's Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Terrell. He's guarded by Nembhard. And it's Terrell missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Banked it in off the glass. Terrell's got 28.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Siakam. There's a screen by Toppin. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Pass to Shepherd. There's a screen by Toppin. Beyond the arc. And it's Shepherd missing. The Bulls trail by 9. Here's Terrell. Here's Terry. The three. And Toppin pulls it down. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Nembhard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Justice Winslow.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Buzelis is checked in for Winslow. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Shepherd. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to the franchise. There's a screen. Lets it go from the wing. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Terrell's gotten 4 this quarter.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Nembhard outside. Out left to the wing. Turner passes to Nembhard. And here's Siakam. 4 on the clock. For 3. The rebound by the franchise. Terrell's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. White for 3. Pass to Terry. Here's Buzelis. And Aaron Neesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Indiana with some changes. Mathurin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Halliburton is subbed in for Neesmith. The franchise. Pass to White. Fires from deep. On target from range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pacers leading by 6. Halliburton looking for an opening. There's a screen by Turner. Let's go with a 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Terrell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Chicago.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. They've led by as many as 11. There's a screen by Toppin. Turner inside. Wagner's on him. Turner passes to Toppin. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. And Indiana misses again. The Bulls trail by 4. Pass to the franchise. Here's Terry. He's covered by Mathurin. Here's Terrell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Some changes for Chicago. Smith comes in for Wagner. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for White. And the Pacers also making a change. Walker, he's checked in for Nembhard. Indiana's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Turner. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Turner's got 21.
And you really want more of this from Turner. We all know how dangerous he is once he finds his rhythm.
Oh, there's the alley. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Halliburton. Turner finds Halliburton. Toppin with it. Outside Matherin. Pass to Walker. Blocked! And they recover it. And here's Matherin. Another shot. Rebound by the Bulls. Terrell's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Dosunmu. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Indiana leading. Here's Halliburton. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
And Indiana with some changes. Siakam, he's checked in for Walker, and it's Nembhard in for Toppin. Here's Terrell. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. The franchise, the pass to Smith. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Here's Halliburton. Now Nembhard. Siakam outside. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Halliburton. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Over to the wing. Here's Terrell. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And one more foul and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on out.
Nembhard outside. Outside Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Matherin. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Bulls trail by 6. Here's Terrell. Here's Buzelis. He can't get that one to fall. Indiana has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Turner. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And now it's an 8-point Indiana lead.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Pass to Buzelis. For 3, Smith. Matherin with a rebound. Matherin's got 4 rebounds now. Siakam left side. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 11.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Matherin. Nembhard outside. Back to Matherin. Lets it go from deep. Smith with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Terrell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Bulls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Nembhard. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off. Now, look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
Siakam, no good. Bulls trail by 7. The franchise, the pass to Reynolds. Here's Terrell. Pass to Smith. Dosunmu for 3. Drills it from deep.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And This team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Terrell. A minute 39 left in the final quarter. Lets it go from 11. Great D that time from Halliburton.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter.
Yikes. You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Here's Terrell. Another 3 for Chicago.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Halliburton's got 14 points here in the second half. Here's Terrell, defended by Halliburton. Pass to the franchise. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as many as 11. Cash!
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Here's Terrell with the drive. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
You love the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
Now here's Halliburton. 3-pointer. Reynolds with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
So it's Indiana winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day.